And welcome to episode 2 of Keeping It the Buck. Welcome to the studio, Ace, the studio.
The studio,
I am your host, your co-host, Decatur Townsell Jr., alongside Ace.
sir.
And welcome back to Keeping It a Buck and Ace. Look at us, brother.
Man,
Look at us.
I feel like I'm in your basement or something, man.
Right? I mean, look. We heard everyone talk about, what we could do to
Yeah,
get it better.
a lot of good feedback from that
Yep.
first one.
And we
Yeah.
we talked about not only what we could do, but
Mhm.
we took it to heart.
Yeah.
And we checked box A, we checked box B, we checked box C,
Yep.
and that landed us into this beautiful space.
Absolutely.
And shout out to everyone that made this possible.
Yeah.
But we're here.
Yep.
And when I say that we want to be legit and we are trying to take this to the limit, this is what it looks like.
Yeah.
So we appreciate you watching. We appreciate the support. And like I've said before, follow the movement, okay? Because it's a
Go.
movement. As
Let's
you can
go.
see, we're on our George Jefferson. We're
Let's
moving
go.
on up,
Let's go.
and we're gonna keep going that way. So a myriad of things that we need to talk about this week. We had an amazing week 15 in the NFL. We've got the situation at at University of Michigan,
Man.
and we had a tragic event, two tragic events here, one here in the United States, one in Australia, and we're going to talk about that. Keeping it a buck is everything. We're sports, we're conversation, we're a podcast. So Ace, how was your week first and foremost? How you doing, sir?
Listen, first of all, I'm doing very well.
Yes, sir.
My week was good, but man, it got better when them boys was playing.
Oh man, here we go.
Did I not call it though, man?
Listen, if you paid attention to our first pod, it
Man.
aired on Thursday. We shot it on Tuesday, so I'm gonna give Ace credit. We shot it on Tuesday, and Thursday we uploaded everything.
Yeah.
And you had some very distinctive things that you wanted to say as it relates to
Absolutely.
the Cowboys.
Absolutely.
And if you were watching the Cowboys game on Sunday,
Mhm.
everything you said
Man.
played out in living color. You're playing a Vikings team
Talk
that
to
has
me.
really nothing to play for.
No.
JJ McCarthy is out
Mhm.
there looking like he is getting a colon cleanse between timeouts.
Exactly. Yep.
He's playing all over the place.
Yep.
And he comes into Dallas.
Yep.
He's doing the gritty, going into the end zone like he owns the joint.
Man. Yeah.
Talk to me, dog.
Yeah.
Talk to me.
Listen, you know what? And it's unfortunate, man. I kind of have some empathy for Cowboy fans because as a Bears fan, man, I know what it's like to think that even if you're not going to the game, the Super Bowl, you do think you have the tools in place to at least be competitive.
Yep,
And,
yep.
and then it's like, here we go again. I had a feeling that I had a niche that it was going to end up like that, man. But I had no idea it was going to be how it was, brother. I mean, like you said, you're talking about these Minnesota Vikings who started the year in the headlines, not because of football, but because of cheerleaders. You know what I'm saying? And so they have not had the best of years, and but they played their dang on Super Bowl the other day, man,
They
against
did.
them boys.
They did.
You know what I'm saying?
And you look at the Cowboys, and I'm wearing Arsenal gear. People that know me very well. I'm a big soccer guy, and it gets back to Jerry Jones
Yeah,
because everything falls from the top, right? It
absolutely,
all trickles on down.
absolutely.
It starts with Jerry Jones, and it starts with a perception of this is his toy.
Yeah,
This is his hobby.
yeah.
One of the big things for me that I want to talk about with the Cowboys, and we're going to start week 15 on Sunday night,
Mhm.
is they set the table. They beat the Eagles.
Yeah.
They beat the Chiefs. Eagles lose 3 straight.
Their destiny is in their hand, man.
It's lining up.
Yeah,
All the talking heads. It doesn't matter what network you turn it on.
yeah,
The Cowboys. I mean,
yeah,
they're gonna win the East.
yeah.
All of
yeah.
a sudden,
It's set up, man.
it's set up. I mean, literally. In my world, you're coming in for landing.
Mhm.
Everything's ready to go. You've got
Yep.
clearance.
Yep.
Just
Yep.
keep on, and
Exactly.
they fumbled.
Exactly.
They fumbled it.
And that's exactly what they did, man. They didn't show up for the big moment. But again, that's Cowboys 101, man. It's like I don't know what it is about the franchise. Again, like I talked to you about last week. I don't know if it's the coaching. I talked to some folks that feel like that it's that Jerry is the problem, you
I
know.
think so.
But I don't know what it is, man. It's just that when they have the names, they have the folks in place to do what needs to be done. But when it comes to doing it, man, it's the time of year that they fumble, man.
Let's stick on Jerry here, and let's pivot
Talk to me.
to let's get off of Dak and let's get
Mhm.
off of CD. More drops
Mhm.
this past week with the receiving core.
Yeah.
Let's get to Jerry.
Yeah.
You and I had a conversation about coaching,
Yeah.
and we had a conversation about if you are the brand that the Cowboys are, because they're a brand. We can
Yeah.
we can agree and
Absolutely.
disagree about this and that. Listen, no one is going to, if you're
Absolutely.
being true to yourself and
Yeah.
true to the fact, if you watch the NFL,
Most valuable franchise.
most valuable franchise
Yeah.
is the Cowboys. They are
Yeah.
the gold, hell, the platinum standard.
Absolutely.
You should have the ability to get anything you want.
Anything you want,
Okay.
man.
If I'm Jerry Jones, I'm calling Stan Kroenke, the owner of the
Mhm.
Rams,
Okay.
and I'm telling him, just want to give you a heads up because
Mhm.
we are ownership group.
Yeah.
I'm coming for Sean McVay. I'm
Mm.
coming for your head coach.
Yeah.
I'm not having Schottenheimer as my head coach.
Right.
No ill will towards Brian Schottenheimer.
Yeah.
Shout out to his late father, Marty Schottenheimer,
Cool.
Chiefs, Chargers.
Yep.
But if I've got the toy box,
Right. Right.
I'm picking the best toy out of
Right.
the
Right.
box.
Right. Right.
I'm calling Sean McVay.
Yeah.
I'm having a call with Andy Reid. Hey,
Yeah.
you're getting kind of you
Yeah.
getting kind of old. Do you
Yeah.
want to win a Super Bowl in Dallas before you hang it
Yeah.
up and really cement your
Hell,
career?
my guy was available.
Your guy was available,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Johnson was
Yeah.
available.
Yeah.
So it's like if you can get a Ben Johnson,
Mhm.
if you can get a
Mhm.
Vrabel,
Yeah.
if you can, but we settle with Marty
Mhm.
or
Yeah.
Marty's son, excuse me,
Yeah.
then something's wrong.
Well, I think, man, I think it was a lot. I think when it comes to that franchise, that organization, it's about control. I do believe Jerry wanted someone in there that he could control, someone in there that's not going to push back. When Jerry is in the locker room doing things that are kind of out of bounds for a normal GM, out of bounds for a normal owner, he wants someone that's going to just go along with that. And when you get into these premier guys, the Ben Johnsons, the Andy Reeds. You're not going to get that from folks like that, man. And so you're going to get a coach that's going to want to be in charge of his locker room, in charge of his or her team,
Yep.
and be ready to rock. And that's not what Jerry wants in Dallas, man.
Yeah. So getting back to my soccer love, when Real Madrid,
Mhm.
which can be compared to a Cowboys,
Okay.
or Barcelona,
Okay.
which can be compared to the Cowboys, when they look for a coach and they hire a coach,
Hmm.
it's not the young Thundercat that's up and coming. It's not the person who, well, he's been in the organization, we like him,
Yeah.
let's give him a shot.
Yeah.
They go after the name.
Yeah.
They go after the guy that's won the Champions League.
Yeah.
They've won
Somebody with
the league title.
receipts. Yeah.
Right. Like when you see him walk through the door, this is the guy that's going to get us to the next
Yeah.
step.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so, when other people in other high profile situations are
Mhm.
doing those things,
Yeah.
and then you see, well, we're not doing it over here.
Right. Right.
What's really going on? If I'm a
Right.
Cowboy fan and I can add 1 + 1 to 2,
Hmm.
this doesn't smell
Simple
right.
math. Simple math. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So the Cowboys lose. Let's focus on the game.
Yeah.
JJ McCarthy from Chicago,
Hmm.
played right outside of Chicago in his
Hmm.
high school days, went to University of Michigan. L- The Cowboys, to me, are a team that have already peaked.
Yeah.
Dak Prescott, $60 million quarterback, signed a 4-year, 240.
Hmm.
And I'm just going to say it. I don't think he's a winner.
Mm.
Think he's a great quarterback.
Yeah.
I think that he has talent,
Yeah.
but this is more about I'm the Dallas Cowboy quarterback,
Yeah.
right?
That's enough for me.
That's enough for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just don't see with that roster, and you mentioned it last week, with
Mhm.
that roster, they got
Yeah.
some defensive troubles,
Yeah.
but we keep talking about the same thing over and over,
Yeah.
how they get to the proverbial red zone
Mhm.
and they can't cash it in.
It can't finish, man.
It's just to use a quote with the cashing in,
Mhm.
there's a quote in Top Gun.
Okay.
Your ego's writing checks.
Yeah.
Your body can't
Can't
cash.
cash.
I don't think Dak Prescott's got a big ego,
Yeah.
but he doesn't have what it takes to cash in that check.
Yeah.
And if you're a Dallas Cowboy quarterback,
Yeah.
there's one check.
Yeah.
It's the Lombardi Trophy.
Right. Right.
And I just don't think he's him.
Yeah.
I didn't think Tony Romo was him. You got a lot of people all over in this great city of San Antonio, all over the
Mhm.
state of Texas.
Mhm.
Tony Romo, Tony Romo, Tony Romo,
Yeah.
Tony Romo.
Yeah.
What did he do?
Yeah.
Never got to a conference championship, never went to a Super Bowl. He's got a $20 million contract with CBS, though.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Right? So he's doing his
He's
thing.
doing his thing,
But
man.
when we talk about the Cowboys,
Yeah.
are we truly talking about America's team?
You know what? I absolutely. Because listen, one thing Jerry Jones is, he's not a GM, but he's a smart businessman.
Okay.
And so he has established a brand, man. Like you mentioned earlier, he's established a brand. Number one, he slapped a star. He has a team with a star on their helmet. You know what I'm saying, that he got, and so it lines up with America's team. It has a great legacy. There's a great legacy in Dallas. But again. So he's smart on that end. He built Jerry's World out there in that area, and so it's he has what it takes on the business side of it, man. But again, I'm not really on the same page with you when it comes to looking at Dak. You know what I'm saying, or looking at the quarterback. I mean the
Okay.
receiver core.
Okay.
I really believe that the problem lies in the front office, man. I think the buck stops with Jerry and that organization. I think in a situation where you got Chicago, and like what that I have in Chicago, I know for a fact, man. I really believe that Ben Johnson, the reins have been released from him. That's
Yep.
his
That's his
team.
team.
You can look and tell that's his locker
That's his
room,
team.
man. And so I really believe that the problem in Dallas, man, is the front office.
Gotcha.
I'll end
It's
it
the
there.
front
It's the
office.
front
Okay.
office, man.
To your point about Jerry Jones,
Mhm.
Trayvon Diggs,
Yeah,
that was a household name a couple of years ago.
absolutely
Great
was.
player.
Yeah.
He got his $100 million as well.
Yep.
He was a healthy scratch last week.
Yeah.
Jerry Jones was asked after the game. He has this kind of general
He
manager
does.
kind of
Yep.
interview, and
Yep.
half of Dallas shows up,
Yep.
and he's sitting there in the lights. They brought up Trayvon Diggs, and he got defensive. And usually you don't see Jerry
Mhm.
Jones get defensive.
Mhm.
I've actually met the man.
Yeah.
Very nice man. He is
Mhm.
Dallas through and through.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if he's in the Bahamas or
Yeah.
he's in
Yeah.
Paris.
Yeah.
He is the Dallas
He's a
Cowboys,
Dallas
no
guy.
matter where
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
goes. And he got very defensive on that situation. So I got $100 million cornerback that's not playing.
Hmm.
Healthy scratch.
Hmm.
Again, we're
Hmm.
not IR. It's a
Yeah.
healthy scratch.
Yeah.
We've got a quarterback that Brian Flores' defense is the real deal.
Yeah.
If you haven't checked out that defense,
Yeah.
the Vikings defense is the real deal.
Yeah.
They will blitz you to death
Yeah.
and it gets difficult. But
Yeah.
again, I'm paying you $60 million. Read the defense,
Hmm.
throw a quick pass, and let's
Yep.
keep it moving.
Yeah.
Maybe it is Jerry.
Hmm.
I just believe
Hmm.
that Jerry ain't on the football field.
Yeah.
When I go home at night, if I'm Dak Prescott, I'm looking my wife in the eyes and I'm giving her a kiss and she's like, baby, how you doing?
Hmm.
That's what I'm playing for.
Yeah.
I'm playing
Yeah.
for pride. I'm playing
Yeah.
for my last name. I'm playing
Yeah.
for my kids. I'm
Yeah.
playing for my wife.
Yeah.
Care who the owner is. You
Yeah.
keep giving me my checks.
Yeah.
My job title is quarterback, and I'm gonna
Right.
do everything I can
I'm
in
a
that
quarterback.
position.
Yeah.
But it seems like it doesn't matter who's there.
Hmm.
It just doesn't work. But these are safe guys. Dak
Hmm.
Prescott's a safe guy. What if Jerry Jones decided, I'm gonna go get Josh Allen?
Mm. Mm.
He could have got a Stafford.
Yeah.
He could have said, I because remember, Dak was in negotiations
Right.
for a minute.
Right.
There was a thought process.
Yeah.
Does he return?
Yeah.
Let
I
me go
remember
get
that.
Stafford.
Yeah.
Let me go get a golf.
Hmm.
You're the Dallas freaking
Yeah.
Cowboys.
Yeah.
Throw that thing around
Yeah.
like a hammer
Right.
and make
Right.
these things
Right.
happen because you
Right.
owe it not
Come
only
playing the
to
D. Right.
you owe it not only to your fans,
Hmm.
but you the
Right.
country.
Right. Right.
And I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
well, you bring up some valid points, cuz you bring up some valid points, man. I just, it could go either way. I'd love to be a fly on the wall,
Oh, absolutely.
in that organization and in those organizational meetings, and or even at Jerry's crib, man, when he's
Yep.
just talking to his kids
Yep.
about the organization. Because again, I love a behind the scenes look,
Mhm.
a Dallas Cowboys reality show. You know
That'd
what
be
I'm
great.
saying?
Could you
That would
imagine
be a
that?
great
I
watch,
would
man.
love that.
Yeah,
I would
yeah,
love that.
yeah, yeah.
So as we go around the league, we talked about Dallas. Let's talk about two things that happened this weekend that were just tragic.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter if you're a Chiefs fan or if you're a Packers fan. This weekend we lost two excellent players,
Yeah.
people that we could really argue about the fact that these are two faces of the
Yeah.
NFL, the
Yeah.
shield itself.
Yeah.
Micah Parsons tears his ACL.
Yeah.
Packers have the lead. He's going after Bo Nix,
Mhm.
and he goes one way. The knee went
Yeah.
the other way.
Yeah.
Everyone knew when it happened. They could see it. We're
Yeah.
not doctors, but
Right.
we
Right.
watch enough sports to know
You've watched enough to see.
you
You know what's
peeped your
going
knee.
on. Yeah.
And then Mahomes where he's trying to make it happen like he's
Mm.
been doing
Yep.
all year.
Yep.
He's already injured
Yep.
and he just lands awkwardly on that leg. And you
Yeah.
saw that happen too.
Right.
And he
Right.
immediately grabbed. Anytime you see a player grab
Yeah.
this kind of
Yeah.
area right here, they're
Yeah.
grabbing like
That's it, man.
it's almost like they're digging into the bone because
Yeah.
the ACL is obviously in the bone.
Right.
You just know something bad has happened structurally to
Yeah.
that knee. What happens now to the
Mm.
Packers and to the Chiefs?
Well, I'll start with the Chiefs, man. I'll start with the Chiefs. I believe that what happens next is the next man will come up, but I don't believe that they will have the huddle
Okay,
like a Mahomes has the huddle. I mean, that guy, Kansas City has had one hell of a run, man,
gotcha.
and they've done it with Mahomes behind center. Um, I think they may chalk this the rest of these last 3 games, 2 or 3 games, whatever we got left, and just see what they got for the future. Um, I think they're out of playoff
They're
contention
done.
already.
It's a
That's
wrap.
over.
The
So,
season's over.
so you got to look at other things like does Kelsey continue to play? Does my starting unit continue to play? Or do we just see what we got deep into the bench and start looking towards the future?
Yep.
When it comes to a Kelsey, we talked about this last week. The man's got the best retirement plan, I think, of any NFL player.
Yep.
And then he really, watching the last podcast with his brother, I think the man is kind of losing a little bit of the heart. So I think he goes. Does Andy want to be a part of a rebuilding situation? Does he have enough gas in the tank? So I think we're going to see a lot in the next couple of weeks when it comes to them Chiefs behind this one injury, man. It's going to be a big deal. When you get with Parsons, man, I got to start with a take to these Green Bay fans, man.
Oh,
I've been
oh,
seeing a lot of
oh,
stuff
oh, here we
that
go.
really got me riled up.
Here we go.
These Green Bay fans are starting to talk about how Parsons Parsons injury is gonna give the Bears a pass. Listen, there's no pass in the NFL. There's 52, 53 professionals on each one of those teams, and the Bears have played with injuries all season. Matter of fact, if you look up the numbers, we are the most injured team in the NFL this year that shows up and gets on that field. Guess what, Green Bay? You got to do that this week on Saturday night, man. And as a Bears fan, I got to step outside of my realm as a co-host tonight. As a Bears fan, brother, we need you to bring whatever you got because we're gonna bring it on Saturday night. But it's unfortunate what happened to Brother Parsons, man,
Yeah,
because to be honest with you, I'd rather have Parsons on the field.
that's
I,
what you want.
I really, to be honest with you, no diss to love, I want Rodgers on the field because he used to talk a lot
Oh,
of
that
junk.
discount double check. He said,
Yes,
"I
sir.
own
Oh,
you.
he owns.
I
Oh,
own
oh
you."
yeah, we owe him a lick, man.
Ooh.
We owe him a lick. And matter of fact, I think he was injured when we played the Steelers. And so we really didn't get our lick back that day, even though we whooped on them steel curtains as well. But you know what? We're gonna get back to the show, man. To your question, this Parsons injury, I think it may have an impact a little bit, but I think they're gonna use that as motivation. Just do this for the Gipper type of situation. So I think they're gonna bring it on Saturday night, but we're gonna bring it as well. So we'll see what happens, man.
The Parsons injury, I think, is a bigger story than Mahomes.
Talk to me.
And so when the Mahomes thing happened, it was almost like it wasn't as devastating.
Hmm.
When Rose went down, devastation
Yeah,
because the Bulls were,
I remember that.
we were doing things. We were the
Yeah,
number one seed.
yeah,
That was I remember that day. I
yeah,
remember where I was.
yeah,
I remember thinking, you got to be kidding me.
yeah,
Like this was our
yeah,
child. He's
yeah,
from Chicago. And
yeah,
this was like when Mahomes went down, it was he'll be all right.
yeah,
It sucks,
right.
but their season's pretty much over.
Yeah,
I don't want to see him injured.
yeah,
He's gonna be okay.
yeah,
He's gonna an ACL injury almost is like stumping your toe.
right.
It's just you sit out, you do the rehab, you'll be back.
Yeah.
The Parsons injury has ripples throughout the whole NFL.
Mm,
The Packers are no longer a Super Bowl favorite
mm,
without Parsons. I'm
hmm.
sorry, which is crazy to say because Jordan Love is the quarterback and he has been showing some MVP type of play of
Yeah,
late.
yeah,
You don't go to the Super Bowl without number one on that defensive line.
yeah,
You just don't. Everything just happens.
yeah.
He's a max
That
multiplier.
disruption, yeah,
He's a max multiplier.
yeah,
Everyone around
yeah,
you gets better.
yeah.
I saw it with Philip Rivers with the Seahawks,
Mhm,
playing the Seahawks this
mhm.
past week. That man's 45 dadgum years old.
Was on the couch 2 weeks
On
ago.
the couch. He's got a beer belly.
Yeah, yeah.
He's sitting there with that jersey on. He thinks
Right.
it's some kind
Right.
of Disney movie, some feel good
Right.
Disney movie
Right.
where the
Right.
brother comes off the couch. He's got
Right.
his 10 kids and the
Right.
wife
Right.
is in the, just
Yeah.
made you some
Yeah.
biscuits on the
Yeah.
road.
And he gets
And
the
he coming
call.
out.
He gets a
He
call.
get a call. And I
That's a
just
movie,
gonna
baby.
it's a Disney damn movie. And his brother, I was in fits watching
Yeah.
that game.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things you saw the team, the Colts rallied behind Philip
Yep.
Rivers, the defense. They're like, we're gonna win for this cat.
Yep.
Parsons is like that for that
He's
defense.
yep. Yeah.
And now that you don't have that, and I'm sure he'll be on the sideline, he'll be rah
Rah
rah.
rah.
It ain't the same.
Yeah.
It ain't the same.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be the same where it's the fourth quarter. You got Caleb throwing crazy passes to
Yeah.
DJ Moore.
Yeah.
It's not the same where a team is now running down your throat because
Right.
they know we're gonna isolate these holes where he
Mhm.
used to go,
Yeah.
and we're gonna make it happen. So that's changed the whole landscape of the NFC. If you are a Bronco fan,
Mhm.
if you are a fan of the Buffalo Bills,
Mhm.
if you are a Jacksonville Jaguar fan, you are now elevated because I'm sure Vegas has made their move. I haven't looked at
Oh,
it yet in
yeah.
terms of the odds, but the Packers have fallen in terms of Super Bowl
Yeah.
odds. With that being said, though,
Mhm.
the Packers are still a very good team.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like Matt LaFleur.
Well.
I like Jordan Love. This game this week against the Bears is huge. And as you see how other games went this past week,
Yeah.
it's also set up a very tasty end of the season.
Yeah.
Bears win. That pass that Caleb made to DJ Moore. Let me tell you something.
Yes.
Y'all's kicker was asked about that throw
Mhm.
and just the accuracy. Now it was a windy Sunday
Mhm.
in Chicago, and
Yeah.
pretty much that was a bigger storyline than the
Right.
game because
Right.
the game was
The
over.
weather. Yeah.
It was done early,
Yeah.
but it was freezing temperatures. The wind was going, and the kicker was like, that throw was so accurate
Mhm.
that the wind gives you a 7-yard differential. It's almost like a sniper.
Okay.
He was talking like a sniper,
Right.
where when a sniper gets into position, right,
Right.
they're taking wind, they're
Right.
taking,
All right. Setting dials.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're doing the whole thing, and
Yeah.
the Earth's movement on its axis is
Yeah.
being,
Yeah. Part
evaluated.
of the equation.
He said that was a 7-mile-an-hour wind difference when the
Mhm.
ball's in the air. So if I'm kicking a field goal, I'm thinking, and we watch these field goal kickers, right?
Mhm.
They'll go wide distance. Like,
Yeah.
what are you thinking? Well, they're angling based upon the
The
wind,
win.
right?
Yeah.
For him to put that pass there, the field goal kicker was like, that's just special.
Yeah.
And we know Caleb can make throws.
Yeah.
The Bears have an opportunity Saturday night
Mm.
to
Mm.
control their destiny. Now they
Mhm.
still have an interesting road. They go to San Francisco
Which that could be a tough one.
after this week.
Yeah.
Which again, no matter what you do in Green Bay, you
Yeah.
still have work to do.
Right.
You've got Caleb Williams in touch of that 4,000 yard.
Mhm.
I think if he averages like 285 yards for
Yeah.
the next couple of games,
Yeah.
he's going to get the 4,000.
Yeah.
Never been done in Bear history.
Right.
I'm going to give you a platform right now.
Mhm.
We talked last week about you be happy with how the season ends if it
Yeah.
just ends there and you
Yeah.
don't do much. As a Bear fan, you got to start to really get you got to be getting excited right now.
All that's changed. All that's
Okay,
changed
it's
based on this
changed.
weekend. Oh,
Okay,
yeah, man.
okay.
So last week, if you didn't catch the show last week, I was mentioning that, listen, if we can win the magic number 10, which we did, I'll be happy with this Bears season. And don't get it twisted. I am very proud of my Chicago Bears. But, man, I'm sorry. I'm still hungry. I'm still hungry, man. It's like I feel like I'm looking at these last three games. I'm looking at going into Green Bay. We got San Francisco. We got Detroit after that. I'm thinking, man, if we can go 2-1, we're talking a 12 win season. And I mean, top the path to the Super Bowl coming through Chicago is a reality at this
Yep,
point.
yep,
You know,
yep.
and so I really think, man, to be honest with you, I'm off of that prediction at this point, or that level of satisfaction at this
Okay.
point. 10 wins is not going to get it.
Gotcha.
Not when we got 3 games left. Okay,
Gotcha.
we got 3 games left, and one of those games is against Green Bay. We have to win this game Saturday,
You have
man.
to. You have to.
We have to go 1-1 against these boys.
Yep.
A lot of people don't understand the amount of pain and suffering we've gone through
It's
with the
very simple.
cheeseheads, man.
Yep, yep,
And so this is, and with this team, we have an opportunity to do something special, but and get out of this back and forth tit for tat between second and seventh thing we got going on between us and Green Bay. So to answer your question, man, yeah, 10 wins is not enough anymore.
yep,
We need to. I'm hoping we could go 2-1
yep.
over these last three,
Mhm.
and those two definitely come from Green Bay. And really, I want to stick it to Detroit for the Gipper,
Absolutely,
Ben Johnson. I want him to
absolutely.
go in Detroit.
You know, it's
And,
personal for him.
absolutely. And so that's the two games I'm hoping for. I take all three. You know what I'm saying? But I live in a real world.
Yes, sir.
I'm happy with 2-1. So that's my new
Yeah,
goal. Two
got you.
and one over the next 3 weeks, brother.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Sounds about right. We go down the NFC. Rams had an impressive. You brought up the Lions. Rams had an impressive victory against the Lions. They came back.
Hmm.
They lost Devontae Adams, which is a big storyline for
Yeah.
this coming Thursday.
Yeah.
Rams at Seahawks. That's going
Yeah.
to be a big game.
Yeah.
We go to the NFC, the AFC. We had Jacksonville continue to win. Trevor Lawrence looks like
Yeah. The kid,
listen. We're starting to see
baby Jesus. Yeah.
the Clemson Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
Any window he has, he
Yeah.
feels like he can fit the ball there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shout out to Liam Cohen. They're having a great year. The Texans destroyed the
Yeah.
Cardinals. That defense is the real deal.
Yeah.
They're the scariest defense in the league,
Yeah.
from the front to the
Yeah.
linebacking to the secondary.
And with
It's
that
legit.
defense, they can make some noise in the playoffs
Mhm.
with that defense, man. I'm really excited. Houston is a fun team to watch right now,
Yeah,
man. It's just a
yeah,
fun team to
yeah,
watch, bro.
yeah.
Yeah.
Houston's doing their thing. Let's talk real quick about the Bengals and the Ravens
Mm.
game. Bengals don't even score a
I
point.
expected so much more out of that game,
Well, the expectations I think are changing all around the Bengals.
man. Yeah.
We had Joe Burrow come out and he is talking to the media
Hmm.
and he's talking about now how the love of the game is gone. He's
Mm.
trying to find that love again for the
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
He's trying to just looking like his puppy done died.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I personally think a lot of people have been talking about this. I personally think he's done in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
This is a wrap.
Yeah.
Uh the big issue here is where does he go if he leaves?
Yeah.
Where does he go? You have teams that need quarterbacks,
Hmm.
right? The Jets. I don't think he goes to the Jets. I mean, why go to the
Yeah.
Jets? We talked about your arch or one of your arch nemesis, the Vikings.
Hmm.
JJ McCarthy. If you can get Joe Burrow,
Hmm.
yeah, I'll ship JJ McCarthy to Cincinnati to
Yeah.
get Joe Burrow.
Hmm.
My fear is that he goes to the Rams. I totally believe that if Stafford wins an MVP,
Okay.
if he goes to the Super Bowl, heck, if he wins the Super
He gonna
Bowl,
pull a chalk.
he gonna retire.
He's done.
He's gonna be like Kelsey, and we're just gonna retire.
Yeah.
He submits his legacy. He
Mm.
is a Hall of Famer. If
Yeah.
anybody had a question, because there was a question,
Yeah.
is he a Hall of Famer? Is he not a Hall of Famer? He's a Hall of Famer.
Right.
But now, if you're Sean McVay, if you are the man that you
Yeah.
are, Sean
Yeah.
McVay, you are the
Yeah.
offensive genius
Yeah.
that you are,
Yeah.
Joe. I don't want to tamper,
Hmm.
but how can I help you?
Right. Right.
How can the beautiful city of Los Angeles help you?
Right. Right. Yeah.
How can
Yeah.
this SoFi Stadium?
Yeah.
You playing in Southern California?
Yeah.
You in a dome? You ain't
Yeah.
playing in no 2-degree weather, getting
in
your butt
Cincinnati.
kicked. You playing in La La, my guy. How can a brother help
Yeah,
you out?
we get Hollywood Joe back then,
Let me
man.
tell you
Fur
something.
sunglasses.
I got the endorsements. Don't worry about the
Yeah.
taxes out here. We can definitely make that happen.
Yeah.
So that's my fear. What is your thought on Joe Burrow, and what is your thought on how this may start setting a precedent where these cats start going in interviews
Yeah.
and sending these messages to the front office?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to go to your office and tell you this, but
Right.
yeah, check this out.
Yeah.
I went out.
Yeah. Well, I think the sending these cryptic messages, not just to their front office, but to the other 31 front offices in the league,
Yes.
is you're letting them know, hey man, I'm tired of being where I'm at. And I think this could set a precedence, kind of how LeBron did in the NBA with his Rugamaroo. I do think that if he does, if Joe leaves Cincinnati to a sexier situation. First of all, I can't blame the kid. Don't get me wrong. I don't blame him. I just don't like how the games start to shift when, because once one person does it,
Done.
it just goes all. It's going to go
Yep.
viral across the
Yep.
to the
It's
NFL,
avalanche.
and then you're going to have players that are cryptically telling other owners and GMs, "Hey, I want out of here," without telling them, "Hey, I want out of here." But to Joe's defense, I will say that I understand that when you're in a situation like when you're in a market like Cincinnati, I'm sure when he's going around and he's playing games in other cities and in other towns, and you're going to these different Gucci'd out stadiums and things like that. Cincinnati is not a market where you're getting the love or you're getting the fandom that you'll get out of an LA, out
Right.
of
Right.
possibly Chicago, New York,
Right.
those major markets.
Right.
And so he is at the peak of his career, and I'm sure he wants to get somewhere
Yeah.
where he can cement his legacy. And so being in Cincinnati, he's not going to be able to may not be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? In that city, unfortunately for Bengals fans. And so, but while they were winning, I mean, I think they were doing great, and I think they had a nice little run as
Yeah.
well. Not as
Listen.
much as KC,
Right.
but
No.
they had a
Well,
nice little
listen.
run.
They tasted the nectar.
Yeah,
They beat KC
yeah,
to go to that one Super Bowl
yep,
that they went to.
yeah,
But if you're Joe Burrow, it's a business.
yeah,
People get it twisted sometimes.
yeah.
Just because the owners have the teams and all
Mhm.
this doesn't mean you don't have your own brand and your own
Right,
business and your own ambitions.
right,
And
right.
so he was very creative in what he did,
Hmm.
sending that cryptic message
Hmm.
that can be dissected any way you want.
Yeah.
It's got everyone's attention. He didn't do anything that was a breach of
Yep.
contract.
Or
He
illegal.
probably
Yep.
got with his agent. So
Yep.
this goes as high as it can possibly go,
Yep.
probably for Joe Burrow. It
Absolutely.
was on purpose,
Yeah.
but you do see where I think he's coming to a realization. Listen, the Browns are owned; they're a family-ran
Hmm.
organization.
Hmm.
They're not like Jerry Jones.
Hmm.
They're not like the Steve Ballmers of the
Yeah.
world, where
Yeah.
these mega billionaires. It's not like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I saw an article where the fans blasted them because they played the Ravens and they didn't even take the snow off the seats.
Man. Yeah.
And just usually that's what these
Wow.
teams do. They,
Wow.
hey, we're gonna
Yeah.
dust off these
Yeah.
seats.
Yeah.
We appreciate you paying two, three, $400
To come
more
see.
to
Yeah.
come see. But I mean, that's
They
just
didn't even. Yeah.
Joe Burrow is speaking of that, and he's
Yeah.
speaking to the organization from a
Yeah.
high point, and we'll see what happens in the offseason.
Yeah. Yeah.
Before we head over to our next topic, let's start to talk about the playoffs.
Yeah.
And let's start to really look at where things are right now with the
Okay.
playoffs.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a couple of matchups right now.
Hmm.
If the season ended right now, and I
Hmm.
want you to tell me what you think of these
Yeah.
matchups,
Yeah.
okay? The first one, right now, if the season ended,
Hmm.
the Houston Texans would be the seventh seed, and they would be going to Foxborough to play the number 2 seed,
Hmm.
New England Patriots.
Yeah.
The Patriots lost the number 1 seed based
Hmm.
upon them losing to the Bills in the way they did,
Yeah.
and also with the Broncos winning.
Yeah.
And now 11-game win streak now for the
Yeah.
Denver Broncos.
Yeah.
What do you think happens in that game if
Let
they
me
were to
tell you
play today?
something, man. Any given Sunday, brother. I'll start with that. Any given Sunday. And
Okay.
last week or whatever the other week when we talked about this, I had the Pats in the Super Bowl with the
You
Rams, man.
did. You did.
But
Receipt time. Receipts.
yeah. But now after watching this week's game, man, if they end up pulling the Houston Texans in that week one matchup, man, of the playoffs, um I think Houston could really play spoiler, man, with with the defensive unit that they have right now. I think that they could play spoiler. I still think that Pats is a good football story. I'd love to see them take a good deep run into the playoffs. But man, I think that could be the first upset
Yep.
of the playoffs.
Listen, the Titans are excuse me, the Titans. The Texans are a great team. That defense is legit.
Yeah,
If you want to talk about Anderson or talk about Hunter on the front four, you want to talk about Stingley,
yeah,
cornerback. You then want to go to Petrie,
yeah.
great linebacking core. They bring it.
Mhm.
Stroud, he's healthy now, had the concussion issue, was
Yeah,
out for a little bit. He's
yeah,
back. And I think in that locker room, they know just as long as we get in the tournament,
yeah.
we're going to be a
We got
problem
to get the game.
because we
Yeah,
got a defense that,
yeah,
as long as they can hold the team to 16,
hmm,
we got a big chance.
yeah.
The Patriots, I'm gonna give you a little nugget here. Drake May has one game-winning drive
Really?
in his career.
Wow,
One. One.
wow.
One. We talking about MVP. The dude has one game-winning drive in
Wow.
his career. If you watch that Bills game against the Patriots, complete just meltdown.
Yeah.
You can win the division.
Well.
If you beat the Bills, you win the division. You're
Yeah.
up 21-0. Your
Yeah.
running back is having a career day,
Yeah.
the whole deal.
Yeah.
And they don't have a defense.
Yeah.
And in the playoffs, you need to have a defense
Yeah.
because it's going to get tough.
Yeah.
And I don't like the Patriots.
Right.
Let's talk over in the NFC. And if the playoffs started today,
Okay.
okay,
Okay.
we'd be looking at a situation where the Rams are number one,
Mm-hmm.
and we would be looking at matchups where you have a team like the Seahawks going to Tampa,
Mm-hmm.
and you have a scenario where the San Francisco 49ers are going to Chicago.
Yeah.
I want to say, I don't know, my brain's telling me, are you sure about that? I want to say if the playoffs started today,
Mm-hmm.
San Francisco goes to Chicago. How do you see the NFC, especially with Parsons? We talked
Yeah.
about Parsons going down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it just a moonwalk for the Rams right now?
No, absolutely not, man. I think this is the one gonna be the one of the most unpredictable playoffs that we've
I think
seen
you're
in
right.
a long
I
time,
think
man.
you're right.
The days of that Bills era, that Kansas City era, I think that's gone for a while. And so I think right now it's gonna be unpredictable. I think if San Francisco has to come to Chicago, Chicago has to bring its A game, because we have a team that doesn't have a lot of playoff experience, and the game changes in the playoffs. You've got to assuming he's going to be healthy. You got McCaffrey in the backfield, man, and
Mhm.
that kid is amazing. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying?
Yep.
And so, and San Francisco is playing good ball again. I'm kind of the three games that we have. That's the one I'm most nervous about. So that's a lot's going to be said about that. And then when you look at the NFC, and really the AFC as well, man, I think it's a toss up, man. This is going to be a fun playoffs to
It
watch,
is.
brother.
It is.
This is going to be a fun playoffs to watch.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you had your moment as a Bears fan.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have my moment as a Seahawk fan.
Talk to me.
Okay. Dear Seattle Seahawks,
Mm,
you barely got out of Sunday.
mm,
You had old man Rivers. Unpredictable game because you don't know what he's gonna bring.
yo.
So when you're watching game film, you
Yeah,
can't
it's
really,
not right. Right.
but you got out with a W.
Yeah.
This Thursday night, the LA Rams go to Seattle,
Mm-hmm.
11-3 versus 11-3.
Mm-hmm.
Winner takes full control not only of the NFC West, but the number one seed.
Yeah.
Whoever wins that game, if you
Yeah.
win out, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
Dear Seahawks,
Mm-hmm.
you
Talk to
hired
'em.
Mike McDonald
Mm-hmm.
to beat McVay and to beat Shanahan.
Yeah.
That's why you got the
Yeah.
under 40 up and coming defensive guru,
Yeah.
was with the Ravens, was a defensive coordinator for the Ravens, and you've seen how far back they've gone as a defense in terms of the
Been
Ravens.
gone. Yeah.
And he has elevated that defense.
Yeah.
You were hired, though. I guarantee you, if John Schneider,
Mm-hmm.
the GM of the Seahawks, was in that room with you,
Right.
I guarantee you he was talking about you've got two opponents that
Yeah.
we have to beat.
Yeah.
You lost to the Rams.
Well.
In the last 9 games, you're 8-1. You've
Yeah.
got one blemish.
Well.
You lost to the Rams
Yeah.
when Sam Darnold boo-booed all over himself in SoFi.
Yeah.
Threw
Yeah.
4 picks,
Yeah.
was seeing all kind of ghosts. He saw Casper the Ghost. He saw that thick ghost from the Ghostbusters. All kind of
Right.
ghosts
Right.
he was
Right.
seeing.
Right.
Looking like he was a high school quarterback and a train was coming downhill. Didn't
Yeah.
know what to do.
Yeah.
It's redemption time.
Yeah.
You show up on Thursday night
Come
and
on.
you make it happen.
Talk to him, D.
I do not want to see what I actually believe I think I'm going to see, where they're going to get a lead. Puka Nakua is going to show out. They have Devontae Adams,
Yeah.
and we're going to be playing catch up the whole game.
Yeah.
And something's going to happen where we lose to the Rams.
Yeah.
You've got one game to win all season. It's the next game. It's Thursday night. Beat these fools so that we can go to Carolina, take
Yes.
care of business,
Yes.
and finish the season in
Yes.
San Francisco, and then give it to them
Yeah.
and have everything come through the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah.
Let's make it happen.
Make it happen,
Let's
man.
make it happen,
Yeah.
dadgummit.
Yeah.
This is my passionate rant for my Seahawks,
Yeah.
bro. I'm tired of having heart attacks.
Yeah.
I'm tired of having my wife looking at me like, do I need to,
Right.
dude, do I need to
Right.
fan you?
Right. Right.
Just handle the business. You have prepared all year for this,
Mhm.
dear Seahawks.
Yeah.
Coming from your boy. Okay, listen, get back in character.
Yeah.
Get back
yeah.
to.
Reel it back in.
We're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna talk about some other topics. You stay with us. We're keeping it a buck. Appreciate you being here.
Well,